Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Vechain once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, so I really do appreciate it. So there was a bit of a head and shoulders pattern here, wasn't there, that we spotted. You know, you got your points of contact just here, with your left shoulder, then your head, and then your right shoulder just here, and then that's when you lost support, and you have a technical target down there. But you can see it was on its way down there, and it actually rang into this swing high as support, look, and it started to come back up. But right now you've hit the resistance of this neckline of this head and shoulders. You failed to come back into this ascending triangle pattern, which obviously is a bullish continuation pattern right there. So you've run into resistance and key resistance, and you are effectively at the moment you're making a lower high just there, because this is a high and this is a lower high. So you've come up, okay, come up, hit resistance, support, okay, support, come up, resistance of this neckline, and right now you're making a lower high. So potentially if you start to come back down here and test this support down here and you lose this support, you could be looking at a technical target of this head and shoulders being met at 10 cents, 0.10722825. So do anticipate that that is currently the technical target that you are actually in. You know, you're in a technical target to come down to retrace to this high. But with that, you know, you would kind of be creating some kind of big massive double M top pattern here for Vechain, which is quite negative, to be honest with you. So do anticipate that if you do start to roll here and lose this key level support, you could be looking at a deeper correction here for Vechain. I'm going to measure this right now, so it's technically it's from there to there, which is the body. I like to use the body, not the wicks. And you can see that if you do lose that support right there, you could be in another technical target to come back down to test this swing high, which is also equally the resistance of this larger WW bottom that you're in just there, look, for Vechain. And this actually would offer a fantastic long opportunity down there if we was lucky enough to get in down there. I mean, it's so strong though, you might not actually carry out the technical target, because, you know, even here your technical target is sort of head and shoulders pattern. You came down, you found support in the swing high, you know, so it is really bullish, to be honest with you. But again, if you do start to lose support, this is your technical target down there, okay, for Vechain. But it is relatively strong, but you can see you've ran into this resistance here, which is the previous neckline of this head and shoulders pattern that we've anticipated in the channel for I think since the start of the week, haven't we? Now there is all sorts of bullish reversal patterns as well here, so I'm going to show you this, okay. So there's all sorts at play, to be honest with you. You've got a large W bottom right now, which you are testing as support. So it is choppy. It's really choppy. Look, you've got a large W double bottom pattern just there. You've broken out a level of resistance, and with that as well, you've still got a technical target, which you are equally in. So it's very confusing, isn't it? You can see you've come up, you've not quite met that technical target because you've hit the resistance of this head and shoulders, this trend line. Okay, it would have been lovely to come back in here and done something like this and come up back into this ascending triangle, because if you'd have broken this high here, you would have been looking at continuation. But right now, you're making a lower high. You are still effectively rolling, and you're sitting on the current support of this W bottom that was previous resistance, you know, resistance, broken through, resistance to the neckline of the head and shoulders, rolling back now as this support, you know. And if you can continue to do this, and if you do lose this support, this is potentially where you're going to come down to this technical target. So let's have a look at that. So your support right at the moment is at 0.12788884. So if you do start to see Vechain roll there, you are looking at a lovely little retest of this low here, which is also equally a swing high. If you lose that, you're looking at correction down to the head and shoulders pattern. Okay, do you see that? Because it doesn't get there overnight. You know, it's a technical target that it's in, and eventually it does get there unless you break the high. It's all about breaking this high. Okay, so that is a technical target that we're in, and equally if you lose this low here, then you've got another technical target down here. Do you see that? Because you've got the double M top pattern. So it's all patterns in patterns at the minute. So yeah, to invalidate any of the reversal patterns just here to the downside, all you got to do is come up and break this high. Break this high. See that high broken? You're looking at a beautiful long op from that high broken. You're looking at a beautiful long up to 23 cents. Okay, so once that high is broken, which I do anticipate it will be broken at some point, okay, you're looking at a 62% long up when you break that high, because that's a technical target of a large falling wedge. But in a minute, you look like you're coming back and back testing support for Vechain. Okay, so that's basically Vechain. You've got your support and resistance targets in there that if you see broken, you've got short ops, and if you see, you know, loss of support, you've got short ops, and if you see resistance broken, you've got long ops. But you are sort of rolling at the moment. You are making a lower high at the moment, you know, which is not necessarily healthy, okay, because you do want to come up and break this high. If you come up, break this high, you're looking at continuation. If you lose this low just there, I'll drop this in for you again, you're looking at a lovely little short op just there, because you're losing a low just there of a WW bottom, and you could be looking at a little short op from this point just there, around about 8.97% down to this low here. Now again, if you do start to lose that low, again you're still carrying out a technical target, so you could be looking at a continuation. It's all about trading on breaks, okay? So you could be looking at 6.53% short op down to that technical target at head and shoulders, and again if you start to lose that, you're looking at further continuation coming down there, carrying out the double M top pattern of around about 20% here for Vechain, and having a bit of a correction, okay, which again I want to remind you is normal. It happens in these markets for Vechain. Look, I'll just remind you, on the way up, you know, on the way up you sort of come up and you correct, look, come up, you correct, come back down to the 55, you know, on the daily, come back down to the beautiful red line just there. And even when we broke out here, you came up back down to the red line, got overextended, you had actually a retest of this W bottom, pretty much like what you got, you know, potentially what we could be looking at here. You've got a beautiful double bottom, you know, what we're broken out of. Look, boom, 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 you've broken out, you create the bearish buying go to be signal, got overextended, hugged, correction, came back down to the W double bottom for continuation. And you could be looking at a very, very similar scenario here for Vechain, where you're coming up, getting a little bit overextended, come back down, and you have a quick little wick down to this WW bottom to retest of support, which could offer a fantastic long opportunity going forward. So yeah, that's Vechain. Hope you enjoyed that update. Quick, pretty swift. You got your support, you got your resistance. Take care everyone, back soon with another Vechain update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.